Well, 14 states have just told their residents to stay inside due to toxic air that is now flying over their heads. In fact, on the EPA's air quality index, it rates of the worst toxic air possible. Anything over 301 or higher is very, very toxic. In fact, there is a couple of cities that rate over the 400s. I've got a lot to share with you today. And of course, the mainstream media isn't really talking much about this because I don't think they really care about anything more than money and control. But hey, that's why you guys are here on my channel. So please make sure you're subscribed to the channel and make sure you have that all notification bell button checked. Otherwise, you're not going to get notified, especially of things like this. Now, with that, like the video and share it with everyone you know. But let's dive into what the hell is going on. Take a look at where I found it. This is on Daily Mail. Warning to millions of people as lung-penetrating toxins sweep across 14 U.S. states, with Detroit's air ranking the worst on Earth. Now, it goes on. Toxic wildfire smoke is choking millions of Americans on Thursday. Air quality alerts have been issued across 14 states as a thick plume from Canadian wildfires pour into the Midwest and the Northwest. Now, here are the affected states: Minnesota, Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and New Jersey. Probably many of you listening out there. Now, Detroit ranked as the most polluted major city in the world on Thursday morning, recording a hazardous live air quality index of 426, as Minneapolis ranked third with an AQI of 349. Again, the good AQIs range from 0 to 50. That is how high it is. Officials have warned that wildfire smoke contains fine particulate matter, also known as PM 2.5, that consist of microscopic particles of toxic compounds small enough to penetrate deep into the lungs and enter the bloodstream. By the way, a particulate matter 10 would be a little bit larger to that, and you don't have the risk of it penetrating as much as, say, anything that has a 2.5. And this has a 2.5. Now, the US EPA has connected breathing these PM 2.5 to multiple health issues, including aggregated asthma, decreased lung function, irregular heartbeat, heart attack, and premature death for those with heart and lung disease. Now, most alerts are remaining in place until midnight on Thursday, while warnings across Minnesota are expected to continue till about 11 a.m. on Friday and could extend if the smoke persists. Quote, any exposure to the air, even for a few minutes, can lead to serious health effects on everyone, Plum Labs said, which tracks air forecast air pollution, said. Avoid outdoor activities. So it can lead to serious health effects for everyone, not necessarily those just at risk. So that is what we're looking at here. And what is the cause of this entire thing? Well, the reason this is happening is because of what's going on right now in Canada. This is also on Daily Mail. Canadian wildfire rips through Alberta, burning 400 million square meters of land and forcing 5,000 residents to evacuate. So 5,000 people have left the area due to this air quality index that has struck in the United States of America. So they are breathing in toxic stuff from these fires. This is the warning that has been issued to us here in America. Now, let me show you the AQI basics. So you have a little bit on the air quality index. I like to bring this up. I know many of you are already educated on this here on my channel. You could see 0 to 50, great, good, yellow, okay, yeah, it's acceptable. But it goes all the way to the very worst, which is the maroon here, 301 or higher. Health warnings of emergency conditions. Everyone is likely to be affected. If you're purple, right, the risk has increased for those who are at risk. So that's kind of the difference between the two. And here is a live index. I just did this minutes ago, and it shows Here's the United States of America, and you can see the maroon here. You've got some red in the other areas, but the maroon is of the worst levels. And you can see it's in Minnesota. You can see it's in Wisconsin, parts of Michigan there as well. But that is your current map as of the making of this video, Thursday the 16th in the morning. So if you're in those areas, you could check this map. I'll leave a link in the description box below so you guys can check it out, how to get to that interactive map. But just for information on this, this, I also chat GTP'd. I said, hey, if these areas are at the worst index, right? Hey, if you have a 3 or 1 or higher, some of them are over 400. What are the risks? What are the health risks? And here's what it says: burning or stinging eyes, running nose, scratchy throat, tightness of the chest, shortness of breath, headache, fatigue, asthma, bronchitis, and these kinds of symptoms worsening, increased risk of abnormal heart rhythms, heart attack, stroke, worsening heart failure, emergency room visits, particularly for people who have serious issues, right, or even premature death. So there is what you have it, and that was according to ChatGTP. So wanted to get this out as soon as I possibly could. Prayers for anyone in those areas. Obviously, you stay indoors. You're going to be hopefully that clears up, but don't be, the alerts there being told to people is don't go out and do heavy activities and start playing sports outside or anything like that. Stay indoors as much as you can to avoid this. And hopefully, you've got some air filters in your home or something like that. But anyway, all due to the fires there. And my heart goes out to anybody impacted by the fires too in Canada. But please share this video with everyone you know. And to be quite frank, if you really want to stay in the know and get everything as soon as possible, get to Restrict Republic. I created this with Justice Night because of all this that they do of us here, and there is quite a bit. And we share exclusive content. You can see some of the exclusive content. In fact, all these videos here are exclusive to the platform. You can't watch them anywhere else. And I've got hundreds of them on thousands now, by the way. But go to Restrict Republic, sign up today, and get there before it's too late. But with all of that, I love you all. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.